All right. Okay, Ball. We already said this one. So it's Bulgarino. It's an A. So Bulgarino, Little Big Planet Central. Why are SAC people so cute? Nobody knows, or am I wrong?
I would say it's because of their emotions. I think that
Probably true.
Media Molecule did an excellent job hammering down all the emotions and having, 3 different levels of each emotion, and like every single level is, oh crap, what's the word? It's super emphasized. That's not the word I want to say, but it's the word I will say.
Each is distinct. It's each.
Yes.
You can tell that there's one level of sad is different from a different level of sad. They all have their own unique look, and I think it's a good basic character model with really well done visual.
And everyone on PS3 has gotten very good at using the emotions. Like, I noticed when I was recording one of the videos with you, Taffy, I guess the only video with you, that I was, like, using emotions as I was talking to you and running around and moving my hands around. And a lot of times I wasn't even intentionally doing that. I couldn't believe when I watched that I wasn't, like, pre-playing that. It's like I've played Little Big Planet for so long that he's become, like, a part of me.
Well,
I don't know if that's a good thing, but...
It is. No, it's... Well, I did the... Well, you haven't seen it yet, I don't think, since you've been back in town, but the Drunken Fist Lee spotlight, they had me act in that one. I say loosely because I think my acting is very questionable, but the video came out so funny. So Leather Monkeys it's so funny, and JWW's brilliant. So like we'd be filming, and he'd be like, JWW would be telling me, okay, don't forget to move your arms around. I'm like, oh yeah, sorry. It's because it's not. There's not only is there only one stick on the PSP, but it doesn't do anything. So it's like, I forget to move them.
Yeah.
So they'll say, okay, don't forget to move your arms around. So like you'll see some of the clips. I'm like, my arms are just straight down, and JW is like waving around. I'm like, oh yeah, oops, sorry. Try to remember. And I think he actually had to make sack bots that had there was a scene he did where there was a sack boy driving that was me, and he did a sack bot so it had moving arms, so making up for my shortcomings.
All right, so Blue Bullet Bill asks, does the podcast team indeed like Mudkips?
I have never actually played any of the Pokemon games, which I would think, given my type of games that I like, that I would have, but I actually never have. I know all about them. I'd never played one.
All right, so this is going to make me look like a complete idiot, but I don't understand the connection between Mudkips and Pokemon.
This is B3, right? So he's into the internet meme thing.
And he always stumps me. Like, I cannot talk to B3 without being stumped by something he says.
Well, I visit Fark. I have a friend who's on Fark.com a lot.
Okay.
So I at least know of most of the memes because I get it's like I'm like primed by my friend before I talk to B3, so I at least know what to Google when B3 stumps me. So it's an internet meme that has to do with Pokemon. So
you have no idea like where the connection is though?
Because
I'm looking at this word and I've played through Pokemon and I cannot do it. It hurts me.
It's a I can't remember exactly when you're supposed to use it. I think you use it to mock someone in some particular way, and I actually can't remember what it is.
In Pokemon?
No, like on a message board you would post this.
Oh, okay. Alrighty.
But it's related to Pokemon, so I'm taking it as a Pokemon question, and I'm going to go ahead and say, no, I haven't played. Because I don't know how else to answer the question.
When it comes to Smash Brothers, I like Pokemon, if that means anything. For you Nintendo fans.
Yeah, okay. That works. All right. Next string of questions. I'll hit these really quick. This is, Meniska?
Meniska. I actually don't know if it's how you pronounce it, but I am pretty good friends with this guy, Meniska, from LittleBigPlanet. We've gone through, been friends for a long time, so yeah.
He's super cool. Super.
Oh yeah. Awesome creator. Like one of the craziest people I know.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah, so, yeah. Anyway.
All right. So, Meniska, Little Big Land. What is your favorite game ever?
I would probably go with Chrono Trigger on the Super Nintendo.
All right. What is the lamest game you have ever played?
Oh, man, that's tough. I might have to go with Oni. I think that was a PS2 game? I'll just stick with that for now. I'm sure I could think of better, but...
All right. Um, which level is, in your opinion, the best on PS3, PSP? Oh, wait.
All right, so I would
Are
say
you going
that
to
the
answer
best.
that one or not?
Oh, yeah, I will.
Oh,
Zen.
oh
Man, no
okay. There
doubt,
you
man.
go.
I will say anytime anybody asks me, even if they're asking me what my favorite PS3 level is, I say Zen on PSP.
Yep.
I love that level. I mean, I still can't believe it. And I've already talked about it like 3 times on this podcast, so you can probably tell I love it.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. Little known fact. Probably my favorite level is Here and There.
Hey now.
Oh,
Whoa.
seriously, no, really, it is because nobody else has done the perspective change thing. Nope.
Yeah, I'm still surprised every time I hear people like that, because after I made it, I was like, oh crap, this is really hard.
No, well, that's why it's hard. Like when the first time I played it, I sat there and I was like, don't know what to do, and let me look at it again, and let me look at it again. I sat there, scratched my head, and then figured it out, and I was like, okay, that is a quality puzzle right there. It was awesome. Because I love Myst and stuff. So
Yeah. Well, I'm happy to know that someone enjoyed it.
I love it. What games are you guys looking forward to?
Dead Space 2. If it's a game that's not out yet, Dead Space 2. I mean, obviously LittleBigPlanet 2, but yeah, Dead Space 2 would be the game I'm looking forward to most outside of LittleBigPlanet.
If you asked me this a week ago, it would have been GT5, and now it is Pokemon 3 for me. What games are you guys not looking forward to? Oh,
wait, go back. What did you say was the one you're looking forward to most?
Patapon 3.
I'm sure you said Pokemon 3.
Did I say? Dang it.
Well, we won't know,
that.
and I don't want you to change it, Taffy. I want people to hear this.
I'm sure that I said Pokemon. Dang it.
Yep.
Yes,
awesome.
not
But
Pokemon.
Anyway.
There is a new Pokemon game supposed to be coming out. And the reason I know that is because I watched the Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Well, was there a huge Pikachu float or something, or was it a commercial?
There was, yeah. No, there's. I guess there has been for years now.
Oh my gosh, I need to start watching TV.
No, mainstream. It's gone mainstream.
Yeah, dang.
So Patapon 3 is the game I'm looking forward to.
Okay.
What games are you not looking forward to?
Oh, man, do you have any ideas for this one? I gotta think
don't.
for a second. I didn't think ahead.
If there's gonna be another Spice Girls game, I'm not looking forward to that. Outside.
Just to have an opposite opinion from you, I would go on Gran Turismo 5 just because those games. I only played Gran Turismo 3 really, but those games just never really appealed to me.
Yeah.
But I guess not looking forward to. I mean, I don't hate it. It's just, yeah.
Well, it's either something you like or something you don't. Right?
Yep.
Either you like golf or you don't. It's the same thing.
Definitely.
So.
Wait, just real fast side note. Mod Nation Racers, yes, no?
You know, I was very lukewarm on it before it came out, and I got really into it right when it came out, and I'm very kind of on it now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just...
Only played it on PSP, but man, I could not get into that because I like to be able to flex creativity, and there was nothing there. I mean, I can understand if you like racing, there's like unlimited stuff you can do, but at the same time, if you want to like create really unique courses, it was very, very, very limited.
Yeah, it's a bad... Okay, first of all, the only thing you can make, at the end of the day, no matter how good your imagination is, no matter what you come up with, the only thing you can make is a race. That's it. And in a kart racer, part of the game is learning a track and knowing the shortcuts and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And in a create type of game, just the nature of it is that you're only going to play anything one time. So every single new creation you play is going to be, you're going to be the worst you're ever going to be on that track the one time you ever play it.
Mm-hmm. That's a great point.
Or you could pick something that you like and replay it a bunch of times, and then you're missing out on the whole point of it being a create game. It's not for lack of a good try by United Front Games, but I think Salieri in his spotlight mentioned something about Mod Nation Racers. It's a lot of fun, and then you get into creating, and as flexible as it is, you realize exactly how limited you are, and exactly how powerful the tools are in LittleBigPlanet.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of throws that whole thing. So yeah, I'm kind of I'm gonna probably pick it back up and play it some more. I've got it on the PSP. but it's
All right.
it's pretty hard actually. It's kind of annoying. I know. Will there be blood?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, good.
Alrighty, so the next questions are from Coxie224. And the first one is, what is your favorite level, new and old? So we kind of hit up new.
Yeah, new and old. Favorite level's old. You know what? Nobody talks about Jack of Course's stuff, and we did mention him earlier. His levels are so awesome on the PSP. Mm-hmm. I'm amazed that nobody talks about them. They're still just really, really good. Really good.
No, I think his third level, which I can't remember, all his levels had such catchy names that I could never just like tell them apart. His third level though was the one where I was like, okay, he's really got it now. I mean, he'd already got it on PS3, obviously. Actually, I think he was already hired by Media Molecule at that point. But on the PSP though, that was when he really like made a full-blown level where it was like, yeah, this is as good as his PS3 stuff.
It was Clamber and Crawlway. The first one was Little Platformer that was like done in like the beta or something.
Yeah, and see, I played that level and I was like, oh, really?
Well, it was. I think he did it in like one day. He made
I know he said that, but it's him though. I expect in one day, if it's you, even with him, it should be amazing, and it was still kind of.
It's true. Although it was basically the only level to play. Well, that and the Ace Creator had some levels and stuff. Has some levels. But yeah, I'd have to say Jack of Course and stuff. That's my answer. So that is the last of our questions. We actually have a lot more to answer, but I think we're going to save them for next time because we've already got quite a bit done so far in this podcast, and I think we're going to end up any questions we've got. We're going to go ahead and add those into the next episode.
And if you've got questions, still write them in. We'll mix them in. I mean, we'll pick our favorites out of the deal. I don't know if you're supposed to say you're going to do that, if you're going to say you're going to do them all. But, I mean, we don't want to have people think, oh, man, my question's not going to be answered for a month if I write it in, or 5 months, depending on how often we do this. So, but, yeah, we're going to pick our favorites. So if you've got an awesome question, make sure to write us in. And also, if you have a hard time finding the thread, just private message either Taffy or I or me, I guess. And, yeah.
So, yeah, if you got more questions, send us PMs. Get in touch with us. Any of the common forums. If
you listen to this on anything like YouTube, iTunes, it'd be awesome if you could rate us good if you like it, and if you don't like it, then just pretend you never listened to it.
That's right. Pretend it was 90 minutes or 45 minutes of your life that was not wasted, and just pretend it didn't exist.
And then maybe other people can find this if you actually liked it too.
Yep. So cool. So that's gonna be the end of our. Well, I guess this is probably part 2 of our first podcast. So we've had a good time putting this together, and went so far over our time because it was so entertaining for us to sit here and blab that we went and decided to split it. So thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you for the next episode.
All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye.